Day 26, didn't get a chance to make a video to end day 25 yesterday. Pretty uneventful day, to be honest. So meeting my cousin, obviously it was good to have some company yesterday to meet Tony. Walked a few miles with him, then we got a cheeky 0 Guinness in. Well, he had a beer in a local campsite bar, which was good to sit down and have a beer with somebody and just have a bit of a chat. But we got caught in some quite bad showers and very high winds on the way back. And I got my phone out to make a video and wasn't watching where I was going, put my foot down like a divot, slight divot on this grass bank, and went over quite badly. So yeah, I twisted my ankle. It was really painful last night. It doesn't feel too bad this morning, but it's a bit of a concern. And poor sleep last night again. Thought it was quite good, but looking at the stats, it was pretty poor. And I feel a bit flat, to be honest, this morning. Don't know why. Sun's shining and stuff, but just feeling a bit flat. Maybe because I've got a bit of company. I'm meeting my cousin yesterday and today, and knowing I'm going to be isolated again. But don't know what it is. Feeling a little bit off this morning. But I'm sure it will pick up. The sun is shining, but it is forecast heavy rains again later today. So don't know where we're going to end up today. But let's see how the day pans out. But hopefully, a bit more eventful, interesting. Let's say interesting rather than eventful. And my ankle won't be too bad, and we'll get through the day, and all will be good. Right, so I've just weighed myself in Tony's van now, and I was 77.2 when I left, so this is like 3 and a bit weeks later, and I am now with the phone in my hand and my shorts on, 69.4. And I've gone from 17.5% body fat down to 13.2.
Wow.
So I've got abs. I've got no weight.
Well, I've got abs, you just can't see them.
Oh, so that's a bit disturbing. Hopefully I'll settle and I'll start putting a little bit back on in muscle, hopefully. I will do. I'll get winter in. Right, it's day 26, so we're just setting off from just north of Hunstanton, and got my cousin Tony with me, who's down here, and Winter, the lovely Siberian husky. So I'll just spin around. This makes such a change, although it's hard going underfoot with the sand and the pebbles, to have this view. There's Tony and Winter down there. So totally stunning morning. So I think you're going to walk about 5-6 miles with me, and then return back. Feels a bit crap not having my glasses with me this morning. But the biggest shock of the morning, Tony had fetched my scales with me because I wanted to keep track of my body stats on this journey as best I could. And what a shock, really! I've now dropped 7 kilos in just 2 weeks, which is far more than what I thought I was. I knew I'd changed body shape, but 7 kilos in 2 weeks, that definitely needs to change. So I definitely need to find a way to up my calorie intake, do something. So it's on the cards, got some plans for that. But yeah, I was a bit in shock this morning, and we've weighed the backpack as well, and that's now 19.5 kilos. So that's gone up 1.5 kilos, and I've come down 7 kilos. So that's not great. It's not great news, but yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day, and the weather is actually supposed to be good for the upcoming next couple of days. So we'll see where we get to. So onwards, day 26. Just noticed that I've been really poor making videos since I've had a bit of company, somebody to chat to. So here we are in Hunstanton, apparently one person's told me that this is the Las Vegas of the East Coast. So I'll spin it around so you can take a wee lookie. We've got an amusement park right here at the front. Beautiful day. We've got the old shack and what's this thing down there? You ride the shack and go down the thing. And that's a kid. And then we've got a beautiful beach here. And there's a lot of people enjoying the sun. It's supposed to be about 26 degrees today. And here is Tony in winter looking at ice creams. He always uses winter as an excuse that he's getting the dog an ice cream. Really, it's for him. So we will see whether he's got a doggy one or not. But yeah, Hunstanton, beautiful day. Very, very busy place. So yeah, onwards. So check out this. I'm not really sure whether it's a car, a jeep, a boat or whatever. The sea monster. Apparently for going seal spotting, so it looks a bit of a cool way to go and do it. So
That will be a half-hour trip.
it seems like there is things to do here in Hunstanton. It's probably why it's so busy. I have to say, I was just thinking to Tony here. Hi. Hello. 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 We're just saying that this is the most people I've probably seen in 26 days. Like, it's just bizarre for me to see so many people after being around the wash and being so isolated out in those spots. So it's nice to see people out enjoying themselves and families and whatnot. But I'll just spin the camera around now so you can get a view of Hunstanton in its entirety. Well, the promenade. Winter's clearly loving the walk. She also likes to paddle in on the sea, so he's going to do that on the way back. But just typical, walking down here, cafe, bar, food truck, street truck. Now I'm carrying about 1.2 kilos worth of food with me and another litre and a half of water. There's no end of places I could top up and I could eat, but I'll just say it to Tony again then. But anything I pass now, if I feel slightly peckish, I'm just going to consume, so just to get those calories in. Anyway, onwards. So we've clocked another sign with some mileage on it here. So 85 3/4 miles to Suffolk, 45.5 miles to Cromer. So I'm thinking that Cromer must be quite a good place, and obviously that's where I've come from. Back to King's Lynn, 17.5 miles. So won't be long till we're in Suffolk. Maybe 4 or 5 days, maybe. So this is pretty cool. Never seen one of these before. So this is a lifeboat.
Because of all the terrain around here with the dunes and the long distance out to the sea at times. Yeah. Well, it basically goes where the boat can't go. Classed as an aircraft. Oh, really? Yeah. So we have 4 trained pilots. Yeah. 2 ladies, 2 men.
I don't know why, because they were like a big thing, and then all of a sudden, well,
I think it's because of its vulnerability in bad weather.
yeah.
So commercially, it would mean that it could only operate safely in sort of relatively calm conditions. And once you get bad weather, then they would be into sort of like cancelling trips and things like that. So you couldn't run a regular service because it would be reliable.
It's pretty cool, eh? So the gentleman here is just saying that it's classed as a plane, and they actually need they have 2 pilots for it, so it's quite interesting. And then opposite here we've got the other lifeboat with the big tractor that pulls it. Not sure we're allowed in this one, so and then we've got a lovely bar on this far side. cool, eh?
You know what I said? Classed as an aircraft.
Right, yeah.
So the people that operate it are classed as pilots.
I'm feeling far between the now. So yeah, that was really cool. That's probably the coolest thing I've seen on Lincolnshire coast. Apart from him and Winter, wherever she is down here, like, yeah. So, but yeah, that was pretty cool. So now we've got some sandy terrain to work through. So tiring the legs, but the sun is shining, and yeah, onwards. So what time are we on now then? 1:30?
1:30, yeah.
So it's about 1:30. So we've done 10k this morning. So Tony joined me yesterday. He walked 10k towards me, and then we walked 10k on the way back. Mixed weather, to say the least. Very different this morning. So now Tony's done best part of 30k, although he'd done the same route for 10k of it, there and back, and then he's just been walking in sand now. So what do you think? How you've done 20k of the coastal path?
20k of the coastal path. I honestly don't know how you do it. The 10k yesterday that I walked to meet you was soul destroying. There was nothing there to distract you. You didn't meet anybody, and if that's your day, I was overjoyed to meet you. And that's hard for me to say.
It's when I've told people that I haven't seen anybody for, like, I've seen like one person in like the whole day, people just don't believe me. And then just saying, like, especially those floodplains, just monotonous.
Yeah,
just keeps going on and on and on. Oh, it's just a grassy bank with marshland to one side, farmland to the other.
Yeah.
But Tony experienced a little bit of that yesterday, and it's just flat, same,
Boring.
soul destroying thing.
It's mentally challenging for whoever does this. Very much mentally challenging.
Yeah. It's not just the physicality of it, is it? It's like
It's definitely the
mental aspect of it. Just because you can't, like, these big parts of it, which I have shared on some of the earlier YouTube videos, that you literally can't see the end of this exact same path. It looks exactly the same infinitely.
Yeah.
And then you walk around the bend and it's just, it's the same.
Groundhog Day, day after day.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but a little bit of variation here today. Obviously walking in sand, which is freaking really tiring, really draining. So Winter's over here.
And that's the reason I'm turning around now, because it's getting too hot for the dog, and I've got to take care of my dog. The heat, it's getting really hot right now out here.
Yeah.
It is like being in the desert.
It is like literally going in the desert. Yeah. So Simon Lee, if you are watching this, and you give me some shit saying people walk across the desert unsupported, like, I'm walking across deep sand and I've not even got a camel. So Tony's going to go back with Winter, because obviously it is very hot for a Siberian Husky, and the fact that we've probably passed about half a dozen bars with roof terraces, and it's an absolutely cracking day. I'm sure you'll be having a beverage for me on the way back.
Beer.
And on that note, I'm going to start crying. Thanks. Using the opportunity here, there's loads of blackberry bushes along this way. I've also just found apple tree and got some blackberries in there, so it's quite really good actually. Picking fruit out in the wild, best thing ever. Tastes so different than the supermarket stuff. The business ideas are booming. Just a fantastic view here on the in the wildlife natural reserve here. So I'll show you. It's really peaceful, really nice and quiet. Beautiful beaches. But it's such a change from the farmland and the marshland. Just have a little bit of variation, a bit of up and down. But again, as you can see here, they're also suffering with like erosion. So the dunes are actually eroded. So you see the path obviously has disappeared here into nowhere, and they're detouring it down here. Yeah, even on the path down here, on the coast down here, problems with erosion. So onwards. Just popped into the visitor centre here behind me just to top up the water bottles, and just in the cafe there, and it's £2.50 for a can of Pepsi, which is like double the normal price. And it's £4 just for a vegetable pasty. So yeah, it's a great place to top up supplies, top up your water, but it's a wee bit expensive for the food and the drinks, but at least it's good we've got some places en route this time where you can top up stuff. So I'll spin this round because there's a little map of where we're at. So really here now, so I'm going to make us way all the way down here to the NWT car park, and hopefully there'll be another station, maybe toilets or some water or something, but fully topped up here just in case they're not. Lesson learned from previously. But yeah, so far this walk's like really nice. It is a bit hard underfoot with the dunes and stuff, but it's a fantastic day. It just seems to be getting warmer and warmer, but yeah, at least there's some places on the way to top up your stuff. That's the main thing. It just goes to show, like Tony was saying in that earlier video, that those paths are just so monotonous and drawn out. It's completely mentally draining. But what you do find is when you come across something like this, is that you really do truly appreciate it. I'll just spin the lens around so you can take a look. So here's the wildlife bird reserve. So I've just passed a sign that says it costs £5 to go down there and do some bird watching. So maybe there's something special down there. This is a fantastic path they've built as well with these boards. But the coast is beautiful. People down there enjoying the beach. There's a kite up there in the sky as well. Yeah, the path's really good, and looks like it goes on all the way right down here, I think, and then back around that way. But previously I have been wrong once or twice, but I just wanted to share because this is a real breath of fresh air. Like having views, great path, seeing people walking past you, which is I haven't had for like days. So yeah, really enjoying this right now at the moment. It's really nice. Just got to that car park that I'd pointed out on the map, and there's nothing here other than just the ability to park cars. So it's a good job that I did top up the water supplies whilst I was there. There is a pub just 7 minutes walk down this road here, and the lifeboat inn. So it is tempting, but I want to get a few more miles under the belt, and I feel confident that we'll find somewhere else closer to where I want to stop this evening where we can charge up the kit. So yeah, let's just get a few more miles under the belt before we stop again. The signpost has taken me a little bit of a round the village of Burnham, which is a beautiful place, but I've just come across another church here that looks absolutely stunning, so I just thought I'd take a breather and just give you a view. It's a totally amazing place. It's such a beautiful village, this. Some really lovely houses and a lot of posh cars. So I do think it's quite an expensive area, but it seems to have quite a lot of history with it. But we'll keep moving forward, try and find the signs. And there's a pub just there ahead of me, but hopefully on this corner there will be a sign somewhere and it'll say back on the Norfolk Coast Path. Otherwise I'm going to have to get the map book out again, get the app out and have another reassess. Oh, here we go. But it is a bit of a confusing one, so I'm going to get the map book out anyway and just make sure I'm heading in the right direction. And there's a fantastic looking seat here in the shade, so perfect. Just leaving Burnham, this little village. Had a bit of a footsie break here. been looking for some accommodation for this evening. If you can see this house behind me, it's absolutely amazing. The bell tower, got a beautiful Porsche in the front lawn. So I think it's quite an exclusive area. So there's only two campsites near here, and one of them was a minimal stay for 2 nights, because it's the weekend, which is a no-goer. So there's one a little bit further down, Burnham campsite, and basically I've got to pay to actually camp in a field with no amenities this evening. But there's loads of signs around here basically saying no wild camping. So I think they're really strict on it. So last thing I want to do is get any kind of, I don't know, issues with local people or whatever. So that's where I'm heading. 6.6 miles away. It's should be about 26k, 27k in total today. So it's about the usual. So yeah, let's crack on. Oh, typically it's 3 pubs now I've walked past that. Look at this house. Stunning. 3 pubs now that have been open, and people sat out in the beer garden enjoying a nice pint. But not for me now. I've got to crack on, get to this place, and then we can have a little bit of a chill. Hopefully find somewhere in the village that I can charge my kit up. Otherwise I'm going to have quite a lot of challenges tomorrow. So let's crack on. The coastal path has got me heading inland, which I did see earlier. So it's another long road here, and I can only think when looking at the map it's because between this village Burnham and the upcoming village it's like a main road, and perhaps there's no footpath. And as you've seen from previous videos, maybe I've already found myself on main roads where there's lorries coming towards you at 50 miles an hour plus, and they're quite narrow roads. So I'm not going to risk that. I'm going to be a good boy and follow the path. So yeah, always feels like I'm adding more miles to the journey, but it is the coastal path, so I'll be a good boy and follow it. I'd rather have that extra miles than get hit by a truck. Just finished walking up that big tarmac road behind me here, so it feels a lot safer when the cars are a lot slowing down as well for you. And then I've just come across a sign here on the left hand side. I'm pointing it out because if it was a little bit more overgrown, then you perhaps would miss it. So it's on the left hand side, and then we're going through some woods. So it'd be nice to be actually in the shade. And I'll stop filming now so I don't freaking trip over something and fall on my ass again like I did yesterday. So but yeah, it's a little nice with the sun pickering through the things. So yeah, let's crack on. You got to smile, right? So I just made that video about being grateful, and had that long monotonous road. Literally like a couple of minutes after making that video, this is what we're looking at. Like literally all I can see down here. This is a better shot, look. That's all it is. All it is. It's just about, as well as far as I can see, maybe at least 25 metres of blackberry bushes. You just can't make this stuff up. Brilliant. It's as if I was writing this as if it was a story. Take a look at this. Long, monotonous road with nothing but farmland behind me again. So whilst I'm making this fun, I thought I'd just play a game. So yesterday did say fell over, smashed my sunglasses, so I've had to bin them. So I said to my cousin Tony, things are just like appearing out of nowhere. So I said, let's see if I can manifest, like out of nowhere, a pair of sunglasses that I'm going to find on a path somewhere that somebody has graciously dropped for me. But not only that, they'll actually be better than the ones that I smashed. So just for a bit of fun, let's see if that shows up. Hopefully they show up sooner rather than later, because it's a very hot and sunny day. This is a very strange place I've just found myself. So I've just walked past this caravan, right, which is proper middle of, well, I've not seen anybody for ages. Then you've got clothes hanging here, and then you've got This van here that's clearly been there, I don't know, since Jurassic Park. And then you got this other van here as well, with a mattress outside it. So, unsure what all this is about. A bit disturbing. This is clearly been here a long time. Wow. It's obviously on the path, and this towel's there's clearly somebody lives here. Maybe the Norfolk version of the Into the Wild. Yeah, just thought I'd share that, very random. Beautiful baby deer. See me now. Is it gonna run? Oh no. Come on, Bambi. Beautiful. It's really nice to capture that because I've seen so many similar things to that and I just can't capture it. So now I've just tried to live in the moment and like I was saying earlier, just wow, this is amazing, and just seize that opportunity. Seems we've just about made it back into the back onto the main road of the villages, and there's just loads of like lovely cottages. I'll just spin this round. It's really nice, really nice. That church up there looks amazing, looks really old, so we'll take a bit quicker, closer look at that. I just love little villages like this, like on these little back streets, some amazing beautiful houses. It's just really chilled, it's like a nice vibe. So let's go visit the church. I'm just going to pop through the gate here. Just googled it and it says it dates back to the 12th century. Pretty I just love these buildings. Not religious in the slightest, but it just amazes me, like these structures and how they built them. The 12th century, so what's that? 800, over 800 years old. Amazing, just blows me away. We'd be bloody clueless now how to build something like this. Probably spent 800 years trying to decide whether to build it or not. Beautiful though, right? One of the reasons I have taken this challenge on is I made the joke that I wanted to live by the coast. I didn't know where to live. I couldn't find a place where I felt really liked, but I might have just found my first place because the houses around here are just absolutely amazing. Look at that. And then the view. It's an absolutely glorious day, but that's the sea just over them dunes over there. Looks a long way out, and then obviously you got this fantastic pathway currently. Hello. You got this fantastic pathway that's running adjacent to the main road. So yeah, it looks like it's an extra 8 kilometres to the campsite minimum from here. So which is going to take me well over 30k. So definitely a long day today. So right, crack on, but let's have a nosy. Can't see anything here, but the houses are just So amazing. Can't see. Yeah, just see if I can get a shot. Bit cheeky of me really, but beautiful. I do like it here. There's something about it. It's really nice, peaceful, quiet. Houses are beautiful, and it is near the coast, it is near the beach, but not on top of it. I bet it's crazy expensive though. I've dropped myself right in the middle of a Sharpie event. So Sharpie's the boat behind me. I'm going to take a spin the lens around so you can take a closer look. And there's quite a few here. So this gentleman here, he says they're like a Dutch boat. So there's people from Dutchland, Holland. So there might be some Portuguese and some Germans and that here. But they're racing all weekend, and they're saying the boats themselves. I'll just spin it around. The boats. Oops. Yeah, the boats themselves. This is about 25 of them, maybe. They're pre-war, and it says they last featured in the Melbourne Olympics in 1952. So yeah, I mean, that's interesting. The race lasts all week long, so I'm really liking it. It's a really good vibe, really nice place. Seems very posh though, very posh. Nice. But, do like it. What's life all about? Look, family going off adventuring. Look at this. Brilliant. Okay, I'm saying granddad and mummy and daddy and all this kind of stuff. So they got the whole family going adventuring. They had a massive paddleboard and a little small dinghy. Love it. That's what I love to see. Families going a little adventuring on a glorious evening. And it is a glorious evening. It's absolutely superb. And this is what all the signs should be like. Just telling you, like, there's hostels, there's camping, how far things are away. That is the best sign I've seen, other than the sign that was by that marina that told us which way the pubs were, which was attached to the same North Coast Fine. But I was too busy talking to somebody to actually get some video of that. But that's the best sign I have seen. That's what it should be like. It'd be so helpful. So this place over the road here is where I was trying to... So that's Deepdale Rooms and Camping. So they've got a big they've got a petrol station next to it and a big store, and they probably couldn't make it out because of the sun, but they had a sourdough street food van outside, which was pretty cool. And thinking of something cool, there's a church here again. How beautiful is this? The circular turret. So it looks like about another 45 minutes from here to my campsite, which is basically just a field, so no amenities. And I am just like so sweaty and hot today because it's been, I think it was like 24 degrees at its peak. So looking forward to getting the tent pitched up there, and hopefully it looks like the village is just about 10 minutes outside the campsite. I can go and get some cold something or other just to freshen up. So get my foot in gear now, and let's see if we can get there in about 45 minutes. You can't make this up. Can't even keep my hat straight though. So all the way through Lincolnshire I was going, it's flat, boring, flat. And I've just come up. I'll show you. You can't even tell, but it's a freaking humongous lengthy hill, and I've just come down one the other side. So now I don't want any hills because I've done like 30k, so it's only like half an hour now to the campsite, but it's up this bloody long hill, and at this time of day, so what time is it now? 7:30, so it's going to be nearly 8 o'clock by the time I get there. And yeah, so it's been a long day, and now we've got hills. Must have fit. Feeling quite battered now. The heat's definitely taken it out of me. So looks like my final last left turn, saying 17 minutes to the campsite, and I've done 29.5 kilometers, so we'll be topping the 30k mark. Was not the plan today. The plan was going to be a bit of a steady one, but just walking through this lovely forest. Well, not forest, but I used to track underneath some trees and get some shade, because that sun on me all day today. I must have drank, how many of these? I've topped these up twice, so I've drank well over 3 litres of water today, which is definitely a good thing. So, but I just need to eat more. It'll be interesting to see how many calories I've burnt today. I reckon it's well over 3,500. But anyway, need to try and save some battery, and once I've got the tent set up, I've got to go and try and find somewhere to get something. Well, that's the main thing, is to charge my kit. So onwards. Now 6 minutes away from the campsite, and I can eventually see the sea again. It's way over there, so I'm hoping the path isn't that far out. As a general rule it isn't. But the gorgeous cracking evening, 7 minutes away. Chirped me up a little bit knowing I can drop this bloody backpack off. Beautiful houses again here, look. And there's another one just behind it. So again, stunning place. Shame about these bloody hills and this campsite being so far out of the way, but it's not really anywhere to wild camp, because there's just these more populated areas. It's just difficult to find somewhere. And when you do kind of like come down something like this and you see a flat piece of grass, it's generally leading to somebody else's driveway, so they wouldn't